I'm Joey Molinaro at the beautiful Brickyard Crossing Golf Course, and this is on the green, green, green. On the makeshift green, green, green with 2014 Indy 500 champion, driver of the number 23 car for driver Ryan Hunter-Reay. How are you, pal?
Good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming inside here at the beautiful Brickyard Crossing. You play here much?
I do. I think I contributed the most balls to the rough. If you're 2 feet off the fairway here, very hard to find the ball.
Yeah, it's. I've only played here once, and I left without any balls. So
No balls.
No balls. I asked Rossi this yesterday, and we'll just kind of putt and chat here. We can have a little friendly competition with it, if you don't mind.
Right
you
on.
see up here in the restaurant part of Brickyard Crossing, we got our hole down there. It's a Brickyard Crossing Cup. I don't know if it's standard.
That's official.
I don't know if it's standardized to the cup hole size that you're out there on the green, but
Yeah, it's probably a little bit narrower of a gap to get it in there, but
that's okay. All right. First
how many
one
shots
for
have
me.
you had here?
I did 3. That's no lie. 3. Here we go. I like it.
Oh, wow.
That might be in. That might be in.
Look at this guy. He's been here since 6. Just warming up. Comes in here and says, "Oh yeah, I got 3.
Just 3.
Three
Just
warm-ups.
crit
Yeah,
3
right,
warm-ups.
right.
I asked Rossi real quick though. I said, "Now, as a 500 champion, do you get to just have like a lifetime pass here whenever you want?"
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of they never like reach out and say, "Hey, go anytime you want." But yeah, you show up in the clubhouse and show up in the pro shop, and they're like, "Yeah, go ahead, have at it." It's
Do you
pretty
just
cool.
show your ring?
That's the yeah, that's my pass.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I think Elio wears the big Super Bowl looking one.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That makes sense for Elio.
Yeah.
All right, Char. That's looking pretty good too. Break.
Oh, boom! Boom goes the dynamite.
That's it. We don't have to putt anymore now. But it is a competition though, so
True. So we
we're
keep
each
going.
1 for 1. I'm gonna go get that. Actually, no, I'm just gonna leave it in there for now.
All right, you want me to move it?
So no, it's okay. So you are Captain America. That's what they call you.
Yeah.
Elio's Spider-Man.
Right.
Who are the other superheroes of IndyCar?
I don't know. I think Rossi would be like Wolverine. I don't know why.
Just based off look, maybe?
Yeah, just something's a little sketchy about him.
He's got a
Yeah.
vibe coming
Yeah,
off him
something
that's
like that.
Wolverine.
Yeah, yeah.
What about the Hulk? Do we have any
The Hulk.
Hulks?
Newgarden could do the Hulk. I mean, he's got the jawline.
He's got a lot to be upset about here recently.
Yeah, a lot of distraction there, for sure.
You're pretty
for
mad.
sure. He's gonna go Hulk mode at some point too.
See, it's interesting because how much do you follow superheroes? Like, are you a Marvel guy? You a superhero guy at all?
No, very casually. I have 3 boys, so yes.
Kind of through them.
Yep.
Do they think it's super cool their dad's Captain America?
They think it's awesome.
I bet.
Yeah, they think it's awesome.
That's tough to beat. But I was trying to think, you got Batman, you got Superman.
Right.
You got Thanos. Could be the bad guy.
Thanos.
Could be
Wow.
a villain.
My favorite movie is Dumb and Dumber. So.
Okay. The 1993 classic. That's
Oh, he
way
goes
off.
at it
That's way off.
aggressive.
Yeah.
He's going for the shop sweeper in the back. All right.
Yeah. I knew my line was
Go
off.
ahead.
Go ahead. No. It's you. 1 for 2. You're 1 for 1. That's your ball in there. You a Happy Gilmore guy?
Mhm. Oh yeah, that's coming out when? The next one?
July. Oh, we had a little hesitation there. I love the follow through from you.
Oh,
All right,
man.
Char.
Thanks.
You're all over it. I'm gonna clean up the hole here a little bit. Do you ever think about how you winning the 500 is also the perfect Florida man headline?
Why? What do you mean?
Man drives in circles 230 miles an hour for 4 hours.
That is true.
Then pours milk all over himself.
Florida man has everything covered, yeah, except that one. So I'll take that category for
So
sure.
if you win number 2, you'd be all right with that headline.
Absolutely, absolutely.
If you win number 2, you're probably all right with any.
I don't
headline.
know if I'll throw in some post-race activity that would complement the Florida man reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're born in Dallas.
Born in Dallas, only there for a really short amount of time.
Okay, so you're through and through a Florida man.
Through and through. Spent a
Gotcha.
lot of time living in California with my wife. 6 years, 7 years, or something like that.
Which one do you like better? Obviously Florida.
I mean, California's tough to beat, being able to surf and snowboard in the same day.
Like this one.
Oh, wow. That was aggressive. That was aggressive.
2 for 3. You can surf in Florida, though.
Yes. Certain times of the year where I am, not many waves most of the year, but yeah, I'll take the offshore fishing, running through the Keys and the Bahamas on the boat over California. That's the win for me.
Left. Now what's coming back?
Nope, left. Well, you beat me.
Oh, we got 5.
Oh, we got 5. All right.
Yeah. You trying to get out of here?
No, I should have shown up a little bit earlier.
What's your boat's name?
Inside Line.
Is that a racing reference, I take it?
Yeah.
What's your favorite line?
Inside Line, like the 2014 pass on Elio. Into 3.
That did happen.
And inside line's more, kind of like, you got the inside line on something, and it just kind of worked. And the logo's really cool. It's got like the end of the boat name has the front side of an IndyCar, kind of, but it's swoopy enough to where you don't know it is without really, unless you're a trained eye and you know what that logo kind of looks like.
It works on both levels.
Works on both levels
because it's the inside line that you took to beat Elio, but it's also fishing line.
It all kind of came together.
How long did it take you to come up with that?
Not long. There was a short list that I had been thinking about for a while, and that one just made sense. I think I named the boat prior to that, actually.
What was more difficult, naming your kids or naming your boat?
Kids.
Really?
Yeah, because the pressure of thinking, man, whatever I come up with or whatever we come up with, this person is stuck with that name for the rest of their lives. Yeah. One of our boys, I think, didn't have a name for a week at home. After the hospital.
You took him? Is that allowed? You can take him from the hospital
without a name? I think so. I mean, you could take a dog from the pound and not name him. So yeah, I think so.
Dogs and kids.
Right. I mean, they're the same thing. Yeah, you got to pick up.
Crap everywhere.
Yeah.
Pissing themselves.
Vomit.
All
of it.
Always want to eat.
Right. They smell.
They are real. There's a while there because I got 2 young ones of my own.
That's right.
You have a 2.5-year-old boy.
Right.
And a 1-year-old girl.
Oh man, you're in the thick of it. You're in the weeds right now.
That's what people keep telling me.
You're in the weeds.
How old are yours again? They're like what?
12, 10, and 8.
That was honestly going to be my best guess. So you guys really, 2 years, bang, bang, bang. You're on schedule.
Yeah. It was always a plan to have 2.
And you had 3.
Yep.
Okay, now I asked Ray Hall this yesterday. I said, I have 2. He also has 2, but he's older than me. He's like 45. And I said,
45. That's not old. Elio's like 60. So
that's true. That's true. I said, everybody tells me, 1, you're in the thick of it, just like you said.
Yeah.
2, I have a boy and a girl.
Right.
So everybody's like, oh, you got all you need. Stop now. What do you think? You have 3.
So when you go to 3 changes, you have to buy different size cars at that point. 3 can be difficult because there's always an odd one out, like just pairing up with parents, whatever, kids playing. But hey, I'm all for more the merrier. My our team manager, Chase Selman, has 4 girls. Yeah. I was like, man, I thought I had it hard. But right now, it's a lot of fun with the boys. You're going to have a blast. I mean, I'm coaching their football. I'm coaching, their sports, and just everything that happens with them and how quickly they grow, man. It's nuts. From like 5 or 6 years old to 10 or 11, snap of a finger. So quick, that part.
You said you have to buy bigger cars. Do you have to buy bigger boats?
No, the boat's adequate.
Boat's fine?
Yeah, boat's adequate.
Okay.
I'm looking for any reason to buy a bigger boat, so let me know if you come up with some others.
Okay. Well, how about if I beat you here, I can just bring down my kids. And
there you go.
You can
absolutely.
You can get a bigger boat for all of us here. All right. So I'm 2 for 3. You're 1 for 3?
1 for 3. Been practicing for a few minutes, and you've been practicing since 6 a.m.
That's right. That's a break and back.
Oh, that looked good.
Yeesh.
That looked good.
Not bad. Not bad. So you're coaching. You're coaching football.
Yes.
You offensive or defensive guy, or just a head coach?
Both. It's extremely stressful doing both. It's just no let up, especially when we have back-to-back games because I'm coaching 2 different age groups.
You dialing up plays?
Oh, yeah.
I know you're a Dolphins guy. Are you taking from McDaniel?
Yes. Well, I just wear the gold rim sunglasses, and that covers it.
That's it. We'll give you that one.
Oh.
I think we'll give him that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thomas says
if
yes.
it were actually a hole in the ground.
If it was regulation size, I think we would get it down
regulation.
there.
Thanks for that.
We got 3 left, so that's 2 for 4, 2 for 4, right? I think my math's off.
Yeah, you're being generous giving me that one, but yeah,
Well,
it hit the.
You're you're Indy 500 champ. I'm just the schmuck doing golfing inside for YouTube, so it's a little bit different. Now you mentioned that 45 is not old, and you've been around for a while here now.
Yeah.
Let me sync this real quick. Yes. I'm on fire. All right.
That counts. If mine counted, yours, that counts.
I'm not going to give myself that. I don't want to cop out there. Like I said, you have the advantage of having the ring. So I was close. But, so you've been around for a while. You were kind of with the old guard crew as an up-and-comer, and now you're the old vet. What are some of the different, what's the main difference or some of the differences that you see in the drivers from when you were, say, Pato's age to now where you're 44 and coaching your kids? Yeah,
it's wild how everything just gets, the age just keeps coming down. You look at Formula One, IndyCar, these kids are coming out of, my first year in IndyCar I was 21, I think, or maybe just turned 22. And that was young at the time. Now it's like, 19 years old, 18 years old, they're getting these shots and they're prepared. They're prepared with simulator time, more races. It's just it's how everything's going. And the biggest thing I see lately is that, and it's really a product of the spec of the car with the aero screen and the weight of the hybrid and all this other stuff. But especially at Indy, like the desperation of passes is way up, the desperation level, right? If there's a start, restart, anything like that, it feels more like turn 1 on a street course going into a corner, because everybody knows that once you get into setting that rhythm and everybody's in the pack, you're going to kind of be stuck for a bit. Mm-hmm. So there's such a high priority and such a high level of importance on trying to get track position on any given start, restart. Starts and restarts are the time at which, you're in the closest proximity to many positions all around you, right? That's as close as you're going to get. So I've just seen that level of desperation, especially for a super speedway ramp up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like overall the direction in which the series is heading? It
Absolutely.
Could be television partner. It could be the way the car is being built. It could be you like it.
I love it. I think I've been through all of it. I came through karting when IndyCar was rivaling Formula One for superiority in the global motorsports arena. They were far surpassed NASCAR at the time. Right after I got spat out of karting is when like the split happened. Right, so it's like the bottom fell out from under me, and it was like, all right, am I going to go this way, the oval side, or the road course? And I had always been just, in karts, you drive road courses, and that's what you do. So natural path was just to come up through kart, and but the whole thing was just fractured. It impacted such an amazing sport at the time, and it's taken till the last 5-6 years to really build that momentum back up. Took a long time. And it's heading the right direction. The series itself is the most competitive in the world, no doubt about it. You watch Formula One, you can put down 4 guys, 5 guys any given weekend that are going to win the race, and you'd be right. IndyCar, take Alex Palou out of the mix.
This year,
this year.
Yeah.
But no,
because just last year we started the first 7 races of the season with different winners, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no chance in predicting a winner in this series. Especially over the span of 6 or 7 races. So I think it's great. I think the move with Fox is great. I think somehow we need to get our personalities out. These guys, I don't know the way to do that, but we need to get their personalities out, like Pato, all these guys, everybody. Alex, nobody knows really anything about him. That would be great. I'd love for, if I had a wish list, I'd love for the cars to sound like they did when I got an IndyCar, you know?
It's common. A lot of my pals, because I'm an Indy guy, so I have a lot
Yeah.
of pals that grew up coming out here when they were 2 years old and younger, and they mentioned that let's get that sound back.
It's that raw deal, right? You want to be out in the speedway, you get out of your car, you're walking in, and you hear an IndyCar go by, and you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I gotta go see that.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Do you think it can happen?
Everything's going smaller displacement, you know, everything that the manufacturers do, and it's no fault of their own. I mean, everything is just going smaller and smaller, more efficient, right? That's why we have the hybrid there. It's, you know, what we do with the hybrid on track here is R&D down the line gets transferred, that technology and that the lessons learned there gets transferred to road cars, and everything's becoming more green. I don't think that's a reason why we can't have engines that sound amazing, though. That I think, for me, I remember my first time going to an IndyCar race, clutching the fence and seeing that thing go by and hearing it and feeling it in my chest and thinking, like, whoever is driving that thing is an absolute hero. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's that raw kind of feeling that we need to get back to. I mean, granted, one of these cars goes by at 240 miles an hour. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it still doesn't shake your bones maybe the way it did when you were a kid.
But you still think, man, there's somebody in that thing, you know? And that's what we have to absolutely hold on to.
So you're starting 25th.
Yes.
On Sunday now, right?
Moved up 2 spots.
Moved up
overnight.
2 spots. Yep.
Yep.
It's always good moving up 2 spots without having to do anything.
Sleep. Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You'll take that.
Absolutely.
You've won here. You've been up front here. Started up front here. From 25th, how does it play out differently from leading at the start to being more towards the rear once the green flag drops, knowing I got 200 laps of this?
Yeah, I think the importance, a great question, but the importance is you can't think about, I got to get to the front, right? It's compartmentalizing the race into sections and thinking, okay, we need to make up 4 or 5 spots in this first stint, or we need to make up, I'd like to make up 3 spots on the first stint. Let's jump 2 more in the pit lane. The team's been working incredibly hard. The crew's doing a great job on the stops, so hopefully we can get a couple there. And you're looking at five spots on the first stop. If you keep going like that all day and you keep making your car better, adding some front wing here, trimming a little bit there, or whatever you need to do, that's what you have to focus on. It's not, I'm not looking straight to the front. When I won in in 2014, started 19th, was leading by halfway, but I never thought, I got to get there now. It was just, each position is my next goal, and I'm just going to focus on that, and I'm going to ride this guy out, and I'm going to watch where his weaknesses are, and I'm going to pick that apart and pounce when it's time.
Now it's supposed to be like 67 degrees on Sunday.
Yeah,
that has to excite you as a driver, right? Does that allow for hopefully more passing because the cars are going to be able to have more grip and be faster?
Absolutely.
That's the idea.
Absolutely, yeah. It really depends on if the sun's out, if we have track temp, if we have that 120 degree track temp. Mm-hmm. That'll make it harder. Well, I don't think we're going to, but if the track temp stays under 110, yeah, there'll be absolutely more passing, and it'll bring everybody a bit tighter. You get a lot of issues with setups and stuff exposed once that track temp gets to that higher level.
Yeah,
you'll weed it out to like 5, 6, 7 cars that are really superior.
Yeah,
but when it's cool like that, if there's cloud cover, you have almost the whole field that's going to be decent.
It's kind of anybody's race.
Yeah.
It's kind of music to all the race fans' ears, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And we get to wear our cool Indy 500 jackets because it's
True.
nice and
You going
chilly.
full retro?
Oh, yeah. I got the vintage one. I'm ready to go.
Nice.
I'm going to hit this putt and then, wow. Pretty aggressive.
Man,
broke to the left a little
aggressive.
bit there. One more from me. Saw that after you guys made the field, you and Jack Harvey, you're splitting a little beverage. You had the Coors Light, new Coors Light guy?
Miller Lite.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was all they had was the Coors?
Yeah. After having not had any alcohol for a while, and after a stressful day like that, and not eating lunch, I think I ate lunch at like 10:30. We'll call it maybe brunch. Man, yeah, I was a cheap date.
Yeah.
one beer. I was like, man, I got to sit down.
But on Sunday, you went from 25th to Milk and Miller then? That's the play?
So what? Oh, yeah, Milk and
Milk and
Miller.
Miller.
I like that. Milk and Miller. I got to do something with that.
All right. Well, if you win on Sunday, remember.
Milk and Miller. I like that.
Hey, thanks for the time.
I like it.
Yep. Good to see
Anytime.
you. Awesome. Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Milk and Miller.